Hey guys, this is Alvaro for LittleFishAudio.com. I'm here with our good friend Spanky from UA. Put her there.
Hey man.
Spanky's here just giving us an overview of the Apollo Expanded software. This is a great expansion on the already super popular Universal Audio Apollo series. So with this, Spanky, you're saying we can use the Apollo Twin as a controller for kind of the whole rig, right?
Yeah,
That's one of the mainstays?
Yeah, so the real takeaway is that you can have up to 4 Apollos, mix and match an Apollo 16, a quad, duo, and a twin in a system now via Thunderbolt cable. So this is for Mac and Thunderbolt only.
Okay.
So you can have one Apollo twin, which makes sense because this is one Thunderbolt connection.
Right.
But the way we have this set up right now, what we have is a Console 2.0 software, which is going to be released in March. And if we take a look here, I'm going to go into settings here and go to hardware. You can see that I have an Apollo quad right here, an Apollo twin, and they're kind of working together in the system.
Right.
So right now the Apollo is the master and the twin is kind of part of that system. But what I was showing you before is that no matter where the twin is, it's always going to function as my monitor controller. You can see that changing here. I can also do it from the quad as well. But because this has more I/O, the quad, I'm making that my master. And as you can see here, one of the new features, over 25 new features with the console.
Right.
I can actually switch alternate monitors, because I'm signing the outputs on the quad to do that. So main monitor outs, monitor 1, monitor 2, with trim and dim and mono. So just really feature laden. This came from customer requests. I mean, we're a company, I think, of accommodation, listening to what customers want. And providing them solutions and just ways of making great music.
Yeah, and it's almost like a plug-and-play system where you can have, you know, your I/O and your DSP running, and then your desktop unit to kind of control everything and have quick access. Not to mention more DSP power, right? When you have the two.
Yeah, anytime you're adding an additional unit, it's going to add more DSP to your system.
Right.
So, and as you can see on here, a couple things kind of to what you were saying before. You can make this as simple as plug and play and everything kind of works together.
Right.
Or I can actually go into here and actually assign, you know, rename things, move different pieces around in the system. So it's as tweakable as you want it to be, or it's as simple as plugging in some cables and going. Because everything you do here will report to Core Audio, which reports to your DAWs.
So super simple, can accommodate anyone from just someone getting started to a more in-depth studio situation. And you were showing us some really cool features on the Console 2.0, right? Being able to save presets, and even a bunch of famous engineers having their own presets.
Yeah, so one of the cool things, again, this is a takeaway from what customers were asking. You'll see, well, besides all the units and plugins that we have right now, which are still our lovely API, Neve and 610s, we actually have things for guitar player and bass players. A rack pedal.
Right.
Oh, raw based on a rack pedal, excuse me.
The old Proco.
Yeah, the Ibanez Tube Screamer, which is licensed from Ibanez.
Oh, it's official. That's great.
Yeah, you can see Ibanez right there. And a Bermuda Triangle based on the Big Muff.
The Big Muff.
So the cool thing is those will work, you know, as if it were a pedal on the floor for a guitar player before it hits your amp.
Yeah. No, it's like a whole studio in a box. It's crazy.
But what I was showing you before is the channel strip presets. So you can see here, if let's say I was tracking drums and I was recording kick drum, I can go here and go, oh wow, what would Andrew Sheps possibly use on a kick?
Wow.
And boom, this comes up. Now I can see that. If I wanted to tweak everything at once, we have this channel strip feature where it'll put them into a chain. And
you can see the precise settings from that preset.
Absolutely.
Very cool.
And, you know, boom, and just switch them around. So, and if I want to, and there's presets as well. So if I want to, let's say, audition from others, I can. And it'll change the whole channel strip. But even better, if I want to, let's say, just go, well, let's see what other preset might work for the 610, I can actually go into here and go, oh, cool, let's check them out. And just kind of ride through them.
And go, oh, and just through the 610 presets.
Yeah, and actually use arrows to do it quickly.
Very cool.
So, you know, just a real speed saver in terms of, or time saver, and just kind of a workflow And there's over 25 features. We probably don't have time to go through them all, but that's just
yeah, absolutely. So we're very happy with UA. We think UA is the future. You know, they're a great company that puts out great products, and you guys are kind of, you know, you started back in the '60s, changing things then, and
yeah, 58 I believe is the yeah.
Sure, and now you're changing things.
Over 50 years of heritage.
Once again, so make sure you look out for the UA Apollo Expanded. This new feature will be coming out in March 1st.
Sometime in March.
Sometime in March, and through March, you guys have that plug-in voucher discount.
That's right. So any customer that buys a Apollo, any Apollo, will get additional plugins on top of the bundle that's already comes with an Apollo.
Very cool. So a great deal. Like I said, we love it. We have a lot of engineers that literally come in here, dump their gear, and say, "Give us an Apollo." So something to look out for, guys. By all means, just do your research. Don't sleep on UA, and thank you, Spanky, for coming through.
My pleasure. Good seeing you guys.
Littlefishaudio.com.